Your LinkedIn profile is an important piece of your brand. It's an important part of LinkedIn. So building it right is critical. However, a LinkedIn company page could also be very useful to your business as well. But creating a LinkedIn company page is not the only thing you need to do to be able to get it to work for you. You've got to do some tactics to get people to discover your company page and to appreciate it. Now, I'm going to share with you about 5 or 6 different tactics. The very last tactic, I promise you, is the most important thing I can share with you in the context of getting value from your LinkedIn company page. So plan on listening to my last tactic because, again, it's the most important thing. But before I get started, if you don't mind, if you get value from this video, hit the like button. If you have a question or a comment about the video, please comment on the YouTube video. And lastly, if you like the stuff I share, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell because I got a lot more content coming. Your LinkedIn company page. So my company page, because I'm managing my page, and this is relevant to people who manage their pages. Let me go to the page here. This is one of my LinkedIn company pages. So the first tactic that you can use to get more people to discover your LinkedIn company page is invite them to follow. So I click on that right here. If you're an admin, you get 250 invites every month to invite your connections to follow your page. Now, I recommend you be very purposeful and you go look for people who are highly relevant. Do not invite everybody. That would not be beneficial. Be very deliberate about inviting people who, again, are relevant to your page. Go find the people who are relevant very deliberately. Select all the ones. Don't select anybody who's not relevant. And once you select all the ones you want to select, and you get that list here, I can always go over here and hit the X and unselect somebody if I don't want to invite them. And once you get them all, you can hit invite and invite. Again, you're an admin of the page, you can invite up to 250 a month. By the way, if you're not an admin, but you are an employee or that page is on your personal profile, I think it's 50. You can invite 50 people if you're as a regular member to any company page that you're connected to. So invite is step 1. Step 2 would be, if I view the page as a member, grab the URL of the company page up here. So you can see it's LinkedIn.com, company, Burris Consulting. I don't need this stuff on the end. Generally, anything with the question mark or after you don't need. Copy that. Now I can take that company page URL and I can share it anyway. I can put it anywhere I want. I can put it on a Facebook post, a Twitter post. I can put it on my blog. I can put it in an email. I can put it on a Facebook message. Anywhere I want to share that URL, I can share it because anybody can open that page. Even if they're not logged into LinkedIn, they can open up that URL and they can view that page, again, even if they're not logged into LinkedIn. Now, they're not going to be able to see everything, but they're going to be able to see a lot, including some of the most recent updates and posts. So share your company page URL where you can. Again, where relevant and appropriate. Here's another tactic you may want to do. If I go to my page post, one of the things I can do is, first of all, I can grab the URL, copy the link to the post. And when I copy that link to that post, again, I can go anywhere, even if I'm not logged into LinkedIn, and I can share that URL. So I can put that URL on, again, everywhere else I just talked about, my blog, et cetera, and anybody who clicks on it, even if they're not logged into LinkedIn, they can see it. Now, they can't engage on it, but they can absolutely see that post. And for those who are logged into LinkedIn, when you share it, they can actually comment or engage on the post. And you can share that post, again, by simply copying the link. Another way I could get more people to see my company page post is I can repost it. So I can repost it, just simply repost, which just puts it back on in the LinkedIn newsfeed for my LinkedIn connection, my LinkedIn network to see. I can share it with my thoughts, which basically makes it a new post, so that just different tactics to put that content from this company page out in front of more people. Now, I can't do this next tactic as an admin of the page, but I can go to view as a member and I can go down to post. Now again, I'm viewing as a member, I'm not viewing it as an admin, and I can scroll down here to a post that I want to share. First of all, I still have reposts with thoughts and repost, but I also have send. So I have the ability right here to send this as a LinkedIn message. So I can send it to Jay, and I can send it to Steve and Julie and whoever else I want. I can go up here and type in Randy Wooden, my buddy, share it with him. And when I do that, I can say, this is an interesting post. And not only can I put a little note in this message that I'm sending, but I can decide to send it as a group, which I normally don't do, or send it individually. So it's an individual message to each of the people that I selected. Just another tactic to put more of your LinkedIn company page post in front of more people. Again, whom it's relevant to. Another interesting thing to pay attention to, there's a feature built into LinkedIn company pages that will find beneficial. Let me go view this company page content from another profile. Now I'm viewing this content from the company page, and I could be viewing it from the LinkedIn news feed as well. But this person right here, this is Reva, she is not following Burris Consulting yet. So when she sees this piece of content, again, no matter where she sees it, she has the follow button. So this is beneficial if you're creating content that is relevant and useful, interesting, beneficial to your ideal client, and they get that follow button, they're more likely to hit the follow button. Much more likely than if all you're sharing is content that's all about your company. So again, I can go back to the LinkedIn homepage, go find a company page. Let me go find one. Here we go. Here's a company page post right here, Piedmont Service Group. You can see I'm not yet, or this person here is not yet following it, so they can see the post and they have the ability to follow the company from the post, no matter where they find it. Another tactic that you may find useful, let me go back and view this as an admin, and let me create a post. So I can go down here to page post, create a new post, share a URL, and now here's what I want to share with you is I can tag people. I can tag Randy Wooden. I know Randy well. I can just call him Randy. I can tag Mark Barnes. Here he is here. Again, I know Mark well. I can actually tag Reva, who I am not connected with. See, she's second level to me. So I can tag her, and I can tag anybody else who I think this post on this company page would be relevant, of interest, useful to. Again, it's not about my company. It's about content I think can be beneficial to my ideal client and my target audience. Then, end it with some hashtags. And a hit post. And what's going to happen is Randy, Mark, and Reva, and anybody else whom I tag, they're going to get a notification that I mentioned them in this company page post. Here's the next to the last idea that I want to share with you. The last idea is going to be by far the most impactful. And that is, when you find content on LinkedIn that is relevant to your company page, or more importantly, you're relevant to that content, you can come down here and you can switch. Instead of acting as Teddy, I can hit this down arrow and I can act as Burris Consulting. So now when I comment, react, and repost, I'm going to be engaging on this piece of content as Burris Consulting. So when I hit the like button, when I hit the comment button, or when I repost and or when I reply, I am acting as Burris Consulting. This is a way for you to go find content. By far the most impactful thing to do would be to go find posts that are highly relevant to you, or more importantly, let me say it the other way, where your company is highly relevant to these posts, and then you engage on this post as your company page. Switch to Burris Consulting, hit save. Note, if you didn't see it, I did it right here with a little down arrow. And again, when I like, when I comment, and I reply, I'm doing so as Burris Consulting, not as Teddy Burris. All right, here's my last really important, powerful suggestion for you about how to make your company page become discovered and meaningful and relevant and even of interest to your ideal client and your target audience. Everything you do on your company page cannot be about your company. I actually recommend that 9 times out of 10, the content that you share through your LinkedIn company page not be about your company, not be about your products, not be about your services. 9 times out of 10, the post that you create for your company page needs to be relevant to the industry, relevant to the challenges or the goals of the industry, relevant to your target audience, something that can be, again, beneficial and useful to them. If 9 times out of the 10 you share content that's not about your company page, you're creating trust, you're creating respect, you're creating like, and your target audience, your ideal client, will then be accepting of 1 time out of 10, it's about your company, it's about your products, it's about your services. It's an opportunity. Maybe it's an offer of some nature. Because 9 times out of 10, you stopped and showed you cared enough about your ideal client, they're going to care about you. So these are just a group of ideas that you can use to create a better following, to create trust, respect, and like with your ideal client and your target audience, to be found, to be discovered. And all of this can play a huge part in building your brand and creating opportunities to discover clients and to get into business conversations. Hope these are useful to you. I hope you experiment with these yourself. And if anything I can do to help you, comment on the video and ask me any question. I'll be glad to help you further. I'm Teddy, your LinkedIn strategist, trainer, and coach. Hope this is helpful for you.